Welcome to Season 4, Episode 7 of COMMCast. I'm your host, Jacob Holloway. COMMCast is a production of the Longwood University Communication Studies Department and the COM 434 CommLab class. This show is dedicated to highlighting the Longwood and Farmville communities. Today's episode is about Longwood women's basketball and head coach Erika Lang-Montgomery. Let's get started. Welcome to COMMCast, Coach E. Hope you're doing well. It's great to see you.
Thank you, Jacob. How are you?
I'm doing well. So first, can you recently wrapped up your second season this year at Longwood, and can you just tell us about your journey and your path to Farmville and what led you to Longwood?
Well, wow, this coaching journey has been going on a while. I think I just completed my 28th season collegiate coaching, and so it started not too long out of college. My first job was at Purdue University, and had some really fortunate experiences along the way. I think my next stop was at Florida State. Then I went to the University of Southern California, to the University of Wisconsin, to Wichita State, North Texas, became a head coach at Flagler College back in Florida, and then spent 3 years at my alma mater, the University of Florida, before coming here to Longwood.
Wow, awesome. So all over the country.
All over the country, yes.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite destination or spot?
Gosh, I think all of them have a special place in my heart. Wisconsin was where my oldest son was born. Wichita was where my youngest son was born. So I guess those will be near and dear to me.
Yeah, awesome. And then so this season it had a couple rough patches, but the team had several key wins against Big South competitors. And so what adjustments did you guys make in order to better yourselves going in to the Big South tournament, but throughout the season?
No, I mean, our focus of the year was just, trying to get 1% better every day, playing to our best of our ability and being the best versions of ourselves. And so, always wanting to compete in every contest. And so was really proud of how we finished the season. We won the last 3 of our 4 regular season games. I thought our senior night game against Radford was probably one of our biggest wins of the year, just with it being Radford, in-state conference rival, and it just kind of all started to come together. At least it felt that way. And so we were disappointed with the ending at the Big South tournament, but I definitely feel like we're definitely excited and ready to turn the page for next season.
Awesome. And then one question that we've asked a couple other coaches that we've had on the show is kind of their philosophy about the transfer portal. In your mind, what are the advantages, disadvantages for players and for your team and as coaches? Yeah,
I mean, coaches this time of year, they get excited about the portal. It opened on Monday. My assistant coaches are combing through it now, trying to find the next best great player that can help our program. And so I definitely think it's a game changer. It definitely can be an equalizer between teams. There's players in there that maybe didn't have a great fit at the university they're leaving. And so it's an opportunity for them to find a new home, to get a fresh start, and to go contribute at their next institution.
Yeah, awesome. And then in previous summers, you have led Coach E's Camp for Kids here at Longwood. And then is that coming back this summer? And what is your favorite part? What do you enjoy about it the most, hosting that camp?
Coach E's Camp is a lot of fun. We do 2 different camps. We have a younger kids camp for a week long, and so it's co-ed, it's boys and girls, it's kindergarten through 8th grade, so we've got all levels, and so it's really a great opportunity for a young person who maybe is just getting into the game, being introduced to it the first time, but then also it's based on skill level, in that if you're a beginner, you can come in and learn the new skills of the game, and then if you're someone that's been playing a while, you can hone in those skills and improve them. I think it's all day, and so we kind of do a lot of different drills that incorporate basketball that isn't just necessarily dribble. We'll play dribble tag, so they're combining skills together. I think some of the favorite games they like to play is T-Rex. It's a fun game where there's one person that's the T-Rex, and the campers, when T-Rex has the ball, you have to be still. So we're working on jump stops. And then when the counselors, they're Raptors, and when the Raptors have the ball, they can go tag the counselors the campers who are the prey. And so all the campers are running around, they're trying to get away. So now we've got conditioning built in. T-Rex gets the ball, they've got to jump stop immediately, and they can work on intercepting. So if a camper intercepts the ball from one of the Raptors, then anybody who got out can get back in the game. So it's a great, fun game that keeps everybody engaged.
Yeah, so many creative, like fun ways to bring in other activities and stuff. Yeah, very cool.
Yes, and then let me just say one more thing. We also have our elite camp.
Okay.
And so that's a one-day camp for aspiring high school students that want to play at the next level. So that one's a little bit more intense. We don't play T-Rex at elite camp, but it definitely gives a young student athlete, potential student athlete, an opportunity to come on our campus, to see the university, to perform in front of our coaching staff, and maybe be able to find a spot in our program.
Awesome, yeah. And is that camp is in the summer as well?
Yes,
Awesome.
It's a Saturday afternoon, usually right after the kids' camp.
Awesome, okay, cool. And then so kind of talking a little bit about this, with the talent that you have coming back next season, what do you envision as the future of Longwood women's basketball?
Well, we want to be an up-tempo, high-pace basketball team, and so I think you saw some glimpses of that if you were able to be at the Radford game or seen any of our games this year. You kind of got a taste of our style of play. We want to pressure full court. We want to pressure you in the half court, and from those turnovers we create, we want to be able to go score the basketball quickly, but also want to be a great half-court executing team as well. So I feel like the players we have returning and what we will bring in for the upcoming season will help fine-tune what we want to be for next year.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you, Coach. And let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with COMMCast Trivia. It's time for everyone's favorite segment, COMMCast Trivia. Coach, we will ask you some questions about Longwood women's basketball and keep it fun. So good luck, and are you ready?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, all right. So at the Big South Tournament, who led your team in scoring against USC Upstate?
Who led our team in scoring? I believe it was Ann Hamilton-Leroy.
Let's see. That is correct.
Okay.
Good job. All right, and then which Longwood women's basketball player scored the first point in the first women's basketball game in the JPB?
Oh, I think it was number 0, Taifo Esinabalu.
Let's see. That is correct. Two for two. Awesome. Our third question. Who led your team in scoring this past season?
This past season. This one I do know, and sadly I wish we had her for more games. She got injured late in the season, but it was Janae Turner.
Let's see.
Oh my goodness, I got that one
Ship
wrong.
Davis.
Coach might be right. We're going to double check.
Oh, yeah, see, maybe this was total
Adriana
points.
was last season.
Okay.
This season, Janae Turner.
Gotcha. So maybe this was total points since Janae did miss some games, but her
Yes.
average is probably higher.
Okay.
Awesome. So yeah, you got us on that. All right, and then finally, how many total wins did you have in your career as a head coach?
That one I will have no idea.
So
I no clue.
I say, let's see. We have a
Oh,
total
wow.
of 128 as head coach. Yeah, so awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, and great job at COMMCast Trivia. You kind of got us with that third question.
Well, let's
correctly.
kind of keep growing on that last
Yeah,
number.
yeah.
We want to get some more of those.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Coach, for coming in and taking your time to be with us today. And thank you to everyone with CommLab behind the scenes. Thank you for watching, and join us next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. on YouTube for another episode of COMMCast.